Welcome to the channel. I'm Billy D, and this is, of course, Done Different. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the key swap that happens in or outside of Ardmore, Oklahoma every year. This will be the third one. It is what it sounds like, a key swap, but instead of like the 60s and 70s key swaps where you swap your wife or whatever, you swap a car. Bring a car with a clean title, or at least a legal title, and it runs and drives, gets you down there. We play a game like Dirty Santa we played last year. Don't know what we'll be doing this year. And you end up trading your car for something else, and it's just kind of the luck of the draw. I ended up with this CRV over here, which I will give you guys an update on soon. As of right now, alternator is out on it, and it's quite a big job to swap an alternator on an 07 CRV, so I'll be doing that soon. There's some other stuff that need to be done as well, but what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is what car I'm going to be bringing. But before I get to that, I want to give a plug for this event. So I'm going to throw the event up on the screen here. Time, date, it's right at a week from when I'll be dropping this video. And guys, if you can make it down outside of Ardmore, Oklahoma, it's about halfway in between Dallas and Oklahoma City. If you can make it down, come out. This is an epic event. You have a great time. You know, pick up a $500, $1,000 car, come down, have some fun hooning around, camping out, and then the next day we'll do the swap, and you'll end up with some random ride. Really cool event. All right, sorry to interrupt the video, but I was editing and going through and sticking the information in the video, and I discovered the address on the event in the Facebook group is incorrect, or at least it takes you to an incorrect location on the east side of Mansville instead of the west side. It is their address, but for some reason Google Maps does not take you to the right place. If you go to Redneck Off-Road Haven and search that on Google Maps, it will bring up their exact location, and that's where you want to go. So if you're coming to the event, make sure that you do that instead of relying on the address in the Facebook event. Okay, back to the video. So this year I have 3 vehicles that I'm thinking about trying to take. The first one, which I don't think is going to work, is the Saturn. And the reason I don't think it's going to work is I think the motor is locked up. Not really 100%, but I am going to hop on it probably tomorrow. The crank is past the wheel here, so I'll have to pull this wheel liner off and pull the tire off and get a bar in there, crank on it, and see if I can get the motor to turn over. It just died on me while I was driving and then wouldn't crank over at all. So I think I blew the motor on it. I don't know. We'll figure that out. If I can't get it to turn over, then I'll probably just end up scrapping it. If it turns over and I can figure out what else is wrong with it, why it's not running, and get it running, then I'll definitely take this to the key swap, but don't think that's going to happen. The old van, probably going to try to sell that for parts or scrap it soon. Not a candidate for the key swap, mainly because 2 of the tires have big holes in them. It needs a new radiator and an alternator. Too much work to get done in the week. Now, the second choice after the Saturn, I know you guys that joined my channel specifically because of this RV might be a little sad, but the fact of the matter is, the materials alone, that this fiberglass body is trash, the roof is trash, the frame is good. The aluminum interior frame is good. We'll step in there real quick. Got some stuff stored in here, but as you can see, all aluminum framed. The whole RV is all the way around, and that part is good. Rest of it needs to be ripped out. Even if you did it as cheap as possible, the exterior panels alone, I would like to pull this off and replace it with RV vinyl or aluminum. Really aluminum, but the cost of either is in the thousands to cover the whole RV. And I don't want to drop $10,000 into this thing. I don't really have that kind of money to spend on this as well. And then you talk about new windows and outfitting the inside, all the electrical. I mean, you're looking at a multi-thousand-dollar project, even if you try to do it on the cheap. The tires alone, to get new ones of those, a couple $1,000s. I would want to swap the wheels out, because these are 16.5-inch wheels, which is a really rare size, and there's only a couple of companies that make tires for them, and they aren't cheap. So I would want to swap them out with 16-inch rims, which you can, but by the time I do that and get tires on it, it's still going to be $1,500 to $2,000. So my plan is, I think the alternator is either not hooked up or doesn't work, to swap the alternator, put some air in the old tires, crank it up, drive it out to the shop in El Reno one day and drive it back and make sure it'll do the trip, and then drive it down to Ardmore for the key swap. Now, a lot of the guys in the Facebook group for this particular event, I didn't want to bring this because I didn't want to have to get new tires, but they're like, look, if you can get air in them and they'll make it down there, you know, bring it and make it somebody else's problem. A lot of the guys, most of the guys, that if they end up getting this, they want to take the whole coach off and build a ramp truck out of it, which I think would be really cool. And I thought about doing that myself, but at this point, I just kind of want to get rid of it. If I end up not taking it to the key swap, like if there's an issue with keeping it running or the alternator or whatever, or possibly bad gas that's been sitting here for so long, if there's an issue with it, then I have a third option, which I don't know if I really want to take, because I haven't really started the build on this car like I wanted to. Although I took it on 2 major epic road trips, which I documented here. Yay, planes. Thanks, Southwest. But yes, the Mustang. I like this car, but as I probably have stated in other videos, the not the injectors, the coil packs on it, when I swapped the intake out back in that epic video going up to Colorado and back, when I had to swap the intake out and I put the coil packs back on it, I started having a misfire after that. And I remember specifically one of the coil packs did not seem to completely slip over the spark plug. And I tried multiple times trying to get it seated right, and I don't think I got it seated right. And I think that's why it has a misfire. So I would want to fix that. But if I got that fixed, again, only if the RV doesn't work out and the Saturn doesn't work out, then take it just like it is, toss the other set of Monte Carlo wheels in the trunk, take the other 2 Mustang wheels, put them in the back, take it down, swap this out. A lot of the guys don't want me to bring this because of all of the epic fails that happened while I was on those trips. And it's just generally kind of an ugly car right now. But it runs, it drives, it has a clean title. So that's probably going to end up being the car that I take if I can't get the RV running. But yeah, that's basically going to do it for this video. Not really doing anything or any sort of work, and I know not a ton of you guys watch the videos where I just do vlogs. That's why I don't do a lot of them. But hey, if you do, make sure you comment below that you watched this and that you enjoyed it. It helps the algorithm. Throw it a thumbs up, share it. Those things also help tremendously with the algorithm. I would really appreciate you guys doing that for me. That would be amazing. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this video. Again, if you can make it down to the key swap next weekend, the 13th, 14th, 15th of December of 2024, come down. It'll be awesome. All the information will be in the description. Right at the top will be a link to the Facebook event. Click on that. Would love to see you guys there. Billy D, key swap prepping on out of here. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.